Welcome, bounty hunters and Star Wars fans alike. It is a special May the 4th, albeit early, May the 4th edition of All Fetts Are Off. Welcome back, everybody. We have been on hiatus for just a few weeks. Life happens and we get busy. But with me, as always, is the charismatic Carillion, my cousin Brian from San Antonio, Texas. And it is I, the Tuscan Toast in beautiful Miami, Florida. And we are your hosts for the May the 4th edition, our third May the 4th edition of All Fetts Are Off. Brian, can you believe this is our third May the 4th? That's crazy.
It's interesting. It's interesting. May the 4th, the designated Star Wars Day. A lot of people kind of get a little confused because Episode 4 is, or as what it was known then, it was just simply Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
When it debuted, was just the theatrical debut was May 25th, 1977. And early screenings took place on the 18th.
Yep.
So everyone is like, where did they get this May the 4th thing? Because that's not when the movie debuted. So where it comes from is
noobs.
When they started doing when they started doing all the anniversary releases.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, they had a huge anniversary release in 1978 for the 1 year, and also just to cash cow more tickets, right?
Yeah, of course.
But they had a huge screening on July 4th for the July 4th holiday.
Mm-hmm.
So when people were walking into the theaters all came up with this gimmick: "May the 4th be with you."
Oh, okay. So it didn't start on the internet like everything does nowadays.
No, this was way back in '78. Theaters, at least this is Lucasfilm's take on it.
Uh-huh.
This is what they tell you.
Yeah.
So it dates all the way back to '78 to the July 4th showings of Star Wars, and theaters, as people entered, said, "May the 4th be with you" for July 4th. So then everyone was like, May the 4th. We'll just do May the 4th.
Well, isn't it great? Because now we have our own de facto holiday.
Yes, it is raining where I am, by the way.
Yes, I hear it. It's very, very loud.
Well, there's nothing I can do about it. That's, as to quote from a dorky guy from a famous movie in Short Circuit, that's the department of the man upstairs. So I can't...
Yeah.
What's that guy's name anyway?
From Short Circuit, it wasn't Steve Guttenberg's character, right?
Like they were at the.
Yeah, it was
the demonstration of all the number 5s.
Yeah.
It started to rain at the demonstration, and he said, "Looks like the man upstairs is still in charge of that department."
Oh, maybe it was Steve Guttenberg's character, the Newton Crosby guy.
No, it wasn't. It was the goofy CEO guy with the gray hair.
Oh, Howard Marner.
Yeah, Howard Marner.
Yeah, that's it. Howard Marner. Yeah. The rain isn't too bad. Don't worry about it. Yeah, we're not going to worry about it too much. But we were off for a few weeks. And we just get busy. We do this just for fun, just so you and I can kind of keep in touch. And every now and again, thousands upon thousands of viewers join us from time to time, and when we love every single one of them. But I'm glad that we were able to get together. I know tomorrow is not a good day for you. But I'm glad we were able to get together before May the 4th, because there's just really a lot to talk about. There's been kind of a lot that's happening in the last few weeks.
There's a ton to talk about. It's it's such a big day for. We'll talk. I've got information a little bit about what's going on the retail end tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
There's one event at a restaurant going on here in SA tomorrow that I found interesting. For those that are looking for events now, it's interesting that events are popping up because, of course, we all know what stymied those last year.
Mm-hmm.
That pesky little germ. So
Correct.
Now that there's more vaccinations getting out and India hasn't subterfuged anything as of yet,
Yeah, it's not a good situation over there.
Well, no, they're about to undo everything that we've gotten to right now. But I mean, that phase hasn't started yet. Thank goodness. But
Yeah,
with
thank goodness.
with where there's actually some places that are actually putting together some May the Fourth events. So if you're in your community, I would just Google May the Fourth events in my and see what's going on, because that's how I stumbled across this one.
Yeah, and you know what's really cool right now. Well, I mean, I think we've kind of learned this being in this pandemic environment is how we've been able to go virtual with a lot of things. So E3 is doing an all virtual show this year. It's normally around in June, and it's a summer event, and it's usually a very big event that they do at the Los Angeles Convention Center. But this year they planned it out well to where they're just going to do an all virtual show. And we have actually applied, and there's no promises. I haven't heard anything yet, but we have actually applied to be co-streamers for the E3 event coming up in June. So you may get an All Fetts Are Off for a full 2 days during the event. Yeah, it would be very exciting because, for those who don't really watch the show all too often, what we do is we focus on Star Wars, but we do a lot of other nerd stuff, and that's just kind of what it is. We enjoy all these things. We love video games, Star Wars, Star Trek, all of these niche nerd stuff.
Aerodynamics of things that should have
the aerodynamics of lobsters, cows, and Jeeps, which really isn't all that aerodynamic, but for some reason people keep buying them. But yeah, we won't go into that because we don't want Brian to get mad,
No.
So we'll leave the aerodynamics of various inanimate objects and other various creatures in the animal kingdom out of today's show, and we'll focus on just a lot of the things that we've missed out. But I do want to wish a happy May the 4th to everybody. It's going to be a very, it's going to be not lackluster, but I would just say it'd be more toned down May the 4th this year because of the current environment that we're in. But we have loads of things to speculate and talk about. Bad Batch being one of them.
I'm going to take a sip of my Diet Coke that I have no shame in hiding that it's a Diet Coke.
No, that's okay. I have no shame in hiding what I'm drinking right now.
I'm not going to try and skew the Diet Coke behind a telephone or anything like that. It's Diet Coke.
No, that's okay. He's drinking a Diet Coke. I'm drinking something a little bit more adulty. Well, Brian, how have you been? Have you been well these last few weeks?
It's been a little rough. For those that do know me, I've been dealing with osteoarthritis for some time, so I had a bit of a rough weekend, bit of a rough day today, but we'll see how long I can put through the show right now and just kind of winging it. But
that's fine, man. You just let us know. Everybody understands, dude. So yeah, and I've been busy with school myself. The semester is about to be over. There's still some things to do, but it's kind of chilled out a little bit. So this is good. I am moved into the new studio fully 100%. So we are looking good here. Everything is brand new in my new home here in Miami. And that's pretty much it, so I'm just excited to be back, talk a little bit more. Let's just hop right into it, Brian. What do we have to look forward to for 2021 and part of 2022 until the next May the 4th?
Oh, so you're talking about the entire year here.
Well, yeah, because there's
a lot to cover. There's a lot to
then
shows ago, but I mean,
let's just
want to go into that. There's a smorgasbord of things to mention. Before I do, let's not forget to thank the folks at Bad Customs and Pharaohs for allowing us to partner up with them. And while Monday is kind of already, it's pushing that envelope isn't going to happen, but I'm pretty sure the folks over there, both organizations, would love to field anything you guys have for Memorial Day coming up. I think you still got a few weeks for Memorial Day, some time to get an order in there or two. So check them out.
And there's all sorts of summer events and even 4th of July. You want to get your own custom 4th of July shirt, something with Star Wars or something or other. She can totally do it. which will be great. So yes, thank you to Bad Customs and Fair Rose Designs. Thank you so much. Check them out. We have them on our Facebook page. And hey, you know what, Brian? Our Facebook page, our All Fetts Are Off Facebook page, it gets a lot of traction. I mean, we get a lot of memes, and we're having a good time, and we're joking around. That. Yeah, and this is great.
I don't like your memes, but I like some of them.
Oh, whatever. My memes are they're gold. They are gold. They're A+. I am the spicy meme boy. And they're gold. They are gold. So yes, I encourage everybody to go check out our All Fetts Are Off page. Just ask to join. Brian and I will let you in. Post funny stuff, anything Star Wars, that's where it's at. And that way we can interact with you a little bit more, and that's great because I can just kind of do it during the day, and it's good stuff. It's great. So I love our Facebook page. I love the following it has and the things that we do on it. It's great stuff. So what did we miss in the last few weeks that we were on hiatus, Brian?
Well, tomorrow, later this evening at 2 a.m., we'll be launching the Bad Batch for tomorrow. And the cool thing with that is it's going to be 70 minutes. I don't think there's any Disney Plus series that has debuted in an hour and 10 minutes. None. Not Clone Wars 7, not Mandalorian, not Falcon Winter Soldier, not WandaVision, none of them. Also, I just got a notification, by the way. I was able to kind of secure our Sultan of Swag, and
okay.
He's the weather's a little dicey down here, and he had some power issues, but he's fixing to get back online. So when he's set to go, I'll let you know.
Okay, that sounds good. Hopefully, we can get him on. That would be great.
He's got his power back. And
okay.
He's fixing that, so I'll cue you in with that. But
okay. So
you got that going on, and then Disney just dropped today that on Disney Plus, also tomorrow, which would again this evening 2 a.m. They're gonna put a little animated short with Maggie Simpson and the Simpsons. So they're gonna be spoofing The Force Awakens with Maggie Simpson.
And this is gonna be on Disney Plus?
So this will be on Disney Plus.
Okay, great. Now wait a minute. When you say 2, is that 2 a.m. Central or Eastern time?
Oh, 2 a.m. Central. Eastern would be 3 a.m.
Oh, okay, so yeah, all right. Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm not staying up that late.
Probably be
I'm not gonna stay up that late, but I'll definitely check it out. I check it out tomorrow. It's some good.
If you wanted to do an overshoot of 20 and 21 and 2022, man. So Star Wars wise, I mean, there's a whole just slew of stuff in the pipeline. The earliest being tomorrow. But then after that, in December, you're going to have the Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah.
Then sometime after that, you're looking at Mando Season 3. They also have Andor and an Ahsoka series. The Obi-Wan series has been in production, and you're going to... There's so much buzz now, more buzz going on the Obi-Wan series than ever before, because now it's confirmed that you have Hayden Christensen coming back as Anakin, and it's not just coming back as Anakin, but he's going to be coming back as Darth Vader.
Right.
And they have also confirmed that there will be a duel in this series between the two of them. So we're talking about another duel post Episode 3, just prior to A New Hope. I'm fascinated to see how they execute this.
Yeah, it would be great. You remember that you met that video I sent you? I don't know if you were that impressed by it, but somebody had gone and updated the fight between Vader and Obi-Wan on the Death Star from Episode 4. They had kind of updated a little bit. I was impressed as to how well it was executed and done by someone that doesn't have the Disney budget. I know you weren't too impressed. But I thought it was pretty cool.
It's not that I wasn't impressed with his editing. His editing was top notch. That's not the case. Where my beef was making them more agile than they should be. Because if so many people talked to George Lucas and they told him, They were very critical of him about that duel in A New Hope.
Right.
Highly critical of him. They told him, that duel was real boring. It nearly put me to sleep. They looked so slow. They looked so horribly robotic. And George Lucas had a very simple one or two sentence response to that criticism.
Yeah.
And he just looked at them all and told them, what do you expect from two people that are in their mid to late 60s, one of them being mostly robotic, one of them more closely to their 70s. What more do you expect?
Yeah, and I agree. I'm 40. I don't move that fast anymore. I can't imagine 20 years from now. That's true. Now, Yoda kind of breaks the mold a little bit, but he's of a different species. So
he's different though because of how powerful he is.
Right.
I mean, that's really what separates him from Obi-Wan at that age. I mean,
yeah.
He's, what, 800? I mean,
900, I think, at that time. Yeah.
Right. He's 900, and well, in Return of the Jedi, he's 900.
Yeah.
I don't. Grogu's 50, and he's like in the physical body of a 2-year-old or so. So I mean, I don't really know how it's measured, but I mean, Yoda, you can't really use Yoda as a measuring bar to human physical limitations because it's just not the same.
Right. You know what I went ahead and I did right now, Brian, is I posted that on our All Fetts Are Off Facebook page, the scene I was talking about. Yeah, just so people can check it out. I mean, I think it's I think it's well done. But yeah, you're absolutely right about them being a little bit older. I mean, a little bit older, a lot older than their 60s. And they are not able to move like they used to. So right. I agree. But it's there. I implore people to check it out. It's on our All Fetts Are Off page. If you're watching it through Facebook live right now, you should be able to see the notification. But great, it's now, there.
In addition to this 21-22 talk that we're having,
right?
Okay. There wasn't just a plethora of Star Wars stuff to kind of skew over. I don't know if you're aware, but today Marvel /Disney released their teaser trailer for everything coming Phase 4.
Oh, they did?
Yes.
Oh, they did. Okay.
Yep. So today, just before May 4, everybody got to take a sneak peek at their first look at footage from Eternals,
Shang-Chi, Doctor Strange, and Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania.
See, that's the key thing today too. All of them got titles.
Okay.
So the Captain Marvel title is interesting because it looks like it's foreshadowing a team up.
Yeah.
It's called Marvels.
Yeah, so it looks like they're gonna get away from the Avengers part of it.
I don't agree.
Yeah, and they're gonna.
I don't agree. I don't think that's what they're doing. I think that they're still gonna do Avengers. This is.
But they're gonna
the next group of Avengers.
Yeah, they had. What did they have? Let me see. They had They had West Coast Avengers, right? And what else? What other kind of Avengers did they have?
I'm not sure about West Coast.
Yeah. They had different types of Avengers. So they had like the Avengers. They did. They had West Coast Avengers, and that had. I mean, it was Iron Man. Iron Man was in it. He was in it, but it had Ant-Man, Vision, Wonder Man, Tiger. Like people we don't say. Dark Avengers. There you go. Thank you. I don't know who posted that. It's a Facebook user. I can't see exactly who it is. But there's also Dark Avengers. So yeah, there's different type of Avengers. And the original was the original core of the Avengers. And oh yeah, this one looks good. Dark Avengers looks incredible. Oh wow. So you have.
So I mean, it just stands to reason to me they're going to use all these to set up their next Avenger group.
Right.
Just the way they did in Phase.
Yeah, but they had all these different types. So actually, Dark Avengers had Norman Osborn. I don't know who Victoria Hand is, but Luke Cage, and they've made a series of Luke Cage already. Former members is Captain Marvel, Hawkeye, Hulk, Miss Marvel. They're coming out with Miss Marvel, a show. And Ragnarok and Scarlet Witch. So, yeah, so we could totally see all this. Oh, Young Avengers. See, there's all sorts of Avengers. I mean, it doesn't just end with regular Avengers. It keeps going and going and going. It's just that the original Avengers, Thor, Hulk, Captain America, and Iron Man, that was the core of it, the base, the original, and then it branched off because that's what comics do. I mean, comics, what people don't really understand, those who don't follow comic books, like kind of like I do. I follow it. I don't follow the whole storylines all the time. But this is a monthly event, right? Every month they come out with a new comic book, right? And it follows, a timeline. So you're seeing something new coming out 12 times a year in one comic book series. So for instance, it may come out every week, depending on how often they do it. So the death of Superman. This is a perfect example because everybody knows that Superman died, right? Right, you know that Superman died. Death of Superman. It happened over a period of different comic book series. So you had, and I'll read this off. It was Action Comics, The Adventures of Superman, Justice League America, Superman the Man of Steel, and then Superman. Okay? So this happened between December of 1992 and January of 1993. Between this time, you had all of these comics come out. But they were different comics, and they had different writers. They had different pencil artists. They had different color artists. So the big one at the time, the most popular one, was Superman. It was Dan Jurgens and Brett Breeding. Those were the two that actually did the comic. But between those, you had Roger Stern, Jackson Guici, Jerry Ordway, and Tom Grummett. So those guys actually were the head writers, and they planned out Superman's storyline for the next 2 or 3 years. They plan out that far, kind of like how we do in the military. We plan out, over the next 2 years normally, when it comes to manpower and finances and stuff like that. So they did that, and it took them a year, a little under a year, to finish the death of Superman on that. So all that time, it's following a different. I mean, you can have Action Comics going through, but it's a different story going through. Whoever is in Action Comics, whatever superheroes and villains are in that, whatever is in Adventures of Superman, Justice League America was even thrown in there. I don't know why they threw in Justice League America, but then it follows all of the Justice League. That's what's so cool about comics, is that you see the perspective of very targeted people within that storyline. It's absolutely incredible. So that's why comic books are so popular, because the storyline is so deep. And for movies, they have so much source material. Feel me?
Yep.
Cool stuff. But you know all this stuff. But I'm just talking about this for everybody else. I'm talking about this for everybody else. So if you're not into comics now, if you think comics are dumb, if you say, comics are for losers, I'm one of those losers, all right, because it's absolutely incredible. Follow it. Just look at the lineage behind it. It's absolutely incredible, comics, just as they are right now. Carry on.
So before we bring the Sultan of Swag on, we keep referring to this thing Bad Batch. So there.
Oh yeah.
There might be a group out there. What are they talking about? Bad Batch. What is this? So, if everyone remembers, in Clone Wars 7, the first arc in Clone Wars 7, before they got into the Ahsoka stuff, about the first 3 episodes were about this group of clones that were called the Bad Batch, and you find out that they are kind of the genetic defects that the Camino cloners had, that they just sort of discarded away and they formed their own little clique of a group, and they became a group for hire. Is what ended up happening. And like most of the clones, they are of Jango Fett's subset DNA, and that's what they're made to look like. But as you find out in the Clone Wars series, the clones do have an intricate set of personalities, like Rex and Wolf and Fives and Echo and everybody. So these guys also have their own personalities, and you've got Crosshair, Wrecker, Tech. You also discover that Echo discovered and becomes a member of the Bad Batch. So, I mean, really what you want to think about the Bad Batch is, like when I say a group for hire, think like the A-Team. They're just, they were that group that they weren't wanted, and they were just sort of put to the side. Now they're just like, highest bidder. What do you need us to do?
Well, before you carry on, who called it? Who said that there was going to be a spin-off with the Bad Batch? I can't remember. I can't remember. I can't put my finger. I don't know if it was two.
The first one. The first one has to be given credit. Because he put it in a message, and that's when you.
Oh yeah, it was Jason.
Yep. No, it was.
Who?
It was John Lugo.
No. Did he really?
Yes.
Is he watching right now? I want to know. Is that true? Because I don't remember.
I'm not sure.
I'm gonna have to go back through all of our videos and look at it because I thought I called it.
Yeah.
I thought I called it.
Both you guys pretty much called it, but he.
All right, I'll take 50-50.
He wrote
I'll
it
take
in a comment, and you kind of followed with it.
All right, I'll take. Okay. I'll take 50-50. I'm happy with 50-50. I just like being right.
I mean, both you guys pretty much called it.
All right, I like being right.
Actually, I think the way it really went down.
Oh, you just don't like me to be right. You just hate that I'm right.
What?
You just hate that I'm right.
No, you had talked about a Clone Wars spin-off.
Yeah, Bad Batch.
And then Bad Batch, I think is what ended up happening.
Okay, all right. 50%, I told you, 50-50.
Okay, 50%.
50-50. Anyways.
Or could be 110% on Lou Ferrigno.
All right, well, I am wearing green right now. Look mad.
But it will debut tomorrow, and when Clone Wars 7 left off with Order 66. That was the final two shows. Order 66 started. Ahsoka lost all her clones, minus Rex.
Mm-hmm.
So Bad Batch is going to pick up from that point. The Bad Batch are going to discover that there is no more Republic, that there's an Empire now, and they're going to try and see how they fit in.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this is why it's going to be interesting, because what we saw from Clone Wars, they could just say, hey, you know what? We're going to do a Bad Batch spinoff. Cool. You really don't need to tell me anything more, because each one of them demonstrated their own personality, and that's why I totally ran with it, and I believe that I believe that it was truly going to happen. Because knowing how they were, I'm kind of thinking in my mind, oh man, this would make a great sitcom. Even if it was a comedy, which it won't be, because Star Wars just isn't that. Let's just face it. But that's all they had to say. I'm like, you know what? Boom, I'm in. Knowing what I knew from how many episodes were they in Clone Wars? Was it 3? 3 they were in, I think, right? 3 or 4.
3 of Clone Wars 7.
3. Okay, so they were in 3 episodes of the final season of Clone Wars, and we learned a lot, and it got really exciting because we learned their personalities, and that's all you need. Hey man, I'm ready to rock and roll. You don't even have to tell me anything. Let's do it. Great spinoff. Great idea. And you know what? And I think they planned on it anyways. Like, hey, we're gonna do a spinoff. We want to continue this somehow. Let's introduce the Bad Batch, right, somehow into Clone Wars to kind of set the spinoff up. And I think that's what they did because it came out pretty quickly. Because when did season 7 end? It didn't seem like it was too long ago. About a year ago, right? I would say about around this time we were kind of getting towards the end of season 7.
It launched just after the first season of Mandalorian,
and that was in October, right?
November of 2020.
Oh, okay. So, really? November. Okay, so yeah.
November 2019. November 2019. Probably.
I don't know. I have the internet. I have
pretty much whenever. It's pretty much whenever Disney Plus launched.
Ah, that's right. Okay, so okay, let me see. Season 7. I mean, I have the world's information at my fingertips. I don't know when I'm looking at it. Okay, so the final episode was a year ago today.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the final episode. So yeah, okay, cool. Year ago. All right, cool. I'm on track. So yeah, we're looking at about a year, right? It came out pretty quick. You know, it takes a long time to build these episodes. So I think they were planning on it already. They were preparing it. So that's cool. It's good. I'm all about it. I'm excited.
It's take 32. I want to say we want to go ahead and start speaking with the Sultan of Swag here.
Sure. Let's have him.
Should we?
Yeah, have him call in.
His door or have him knock on ours?
No, let me give him a holler here, and let's see if we can get him in. Hey, John, do we have you?
I'm here. Can you see me?
Yeah, John, I can totally see you. Let me try to get Brian in.
All right.
Let me bring you up here. Okay, so I got you there. Brian is frozen. Brian, you there, buddy?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, I'm
Charismatic Carillion is here.
I'm having some problems trying to get you both at the same time.
No.
This is cool. I hope everybody's watching my failure here. Let me get him on. I'll call you right back. Okay, buddy?
Okay, sounds good.
All right. Okay. Hey, John, we're gonna call Brian. John, you there?
I'm here.
Okay, cool. We're gonna give Brian a call and see if I can merge up with him.
Okay,
Hey,
what do we have?
failure again. I'm gonna hang up on both of you because you're both boring. Okay, guys, I'm gonna focus on my camera for a second here because I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm giving John Alaman a call and Brian. We tried this out a little bit earlier. John was having some connectivity issues, which is no problem. But
Okay, so what do we got?
so I got you. I don't see John yet. He hasn't picked up yet. But let's see here.
Let's see. Okay.
So he's not picking up yet. But
Let's see what happens here.
yeah, we'll see what happens. But anyways, I got you back.
Right now. Back.
Yeah, I got you back. Don't know where he's at, but
I know that he had a couple things that he wanted to show to kind of bring in the May the 4th out of everybody.
Right.
I
Yeah.
see that he's joined. Oh, there we go.
Perfect. There we go. Hey, we got him. Okay, hold on a
There
second.
we go.
Hey, do we have? Hey, John, we got you right. Hey, all right. Hey, the Tuscan Toast did something right for once in his life. Fantastic. All right, John, it's so great to have you back, man.
It's good to be back. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Hey, everybody.
First time.
Yeah.
Blast.
Great. Everybody, please bear with us. They're having some connectivity issues in San Antonio with some bad weather, so I think it's affecting.
The weather's ugly.
Yeah. So John, you know, the last time we had you on, you showed us a lot of the Funko Pop stuff, and we had a great time looking at your swag. I was floored at your collection and the knowledge that you had on it and the passion you had for it. So it's great to have you back, and I'd love to see some more stuff that you have presented for us. So, you know,
he's got something that appeals to the EU side of you.
Oh.
Yes.
You know how I feel about
Yes.
the EU. So,
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Everybody knows Brian. Everybody in a 50-mile radius knows. So yeah, so John, what do you have for us today, man?
Well, I do have some comic books.
Shots of comic books. Yes.
Yes. So I'm gonna start off with a good one. I don't know if you can see it.
Oh, Star Wars Union. I did hear about this. Fantastic. Dark Horse, right?
And it's Dark Horse, and it's the gold lettering.
Uh-huh.
So this one actually has a certificate of. So this one was exclusive to a retailer at one of the cons that I went to, and I had to get it, and I've had it for quite a while. It's been hidden. I had to go on a wild goose chase just to find it, but I like the artwork, but
do us a favor, John. Tilt it again a little bit, because that's when you could really see the letters.
Oh
yeah, I see.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
It's got that gold foil stamping that he's. Yep.
That's
pretty dang cool.
That's fantastic. And you know what? Hey, John, if you bear with me, I know we're here checking out your stuff, but I actually have something that's similar to that, and I'd really like to show everybody. Hopefully, I can find it here. Where are you?
Doing that, John. Why don't you show off the authenticity real quick while Jason's doing that?
Okay.
yeah. Right.
Nice.
There you go. Beautiful. So, actually, I have had this comic for a very long time, and this comic that I'm about to show you guys, this is where Superman returned for good. I mean, it was a lot of like build up, right? And this one is very similar. It has that glossiness on the outside of it. You can kind of see it with the light right there, where Superman is back for good. The Eradicator gave him back his powers when Hank Henshaw blasted him with the I don't know if it was a kryptonite gas or something like that. But it went.
Talk about the aerodynamics of Mitzelplick, does it?
No, it doesn't. No, it's Mr. Mixpitalik. Thank you very much. But this is very similar. Very similar.
That's a good one. I have that one. Yeah.
You do? Oh, John, great, awesome. That's fantastic.
Yeah, I have the entire run of the Return of the Superman.
Oh, so do I. That's great. Funeral for a Friend all the way through.
Everyone, all Fetts may be changing to all DC, and I might get replaced here.
The charismatic Carillion. No one can ever replace you, my cousin, my dear cousin. But yeah, I'm so glad that they're still doing this with comics, because this makes it all the more sweeter to actually have in your collection. So that's great.
It's definitely. You ready for the next one?
Yeah, please, of course.
Yeah, go for it.
All right, this is I don't know if you can see this, but this came out around the time of the premiere of the Empire Strikes comic.
Oh,
That's
double
actually
issue
that's
that
actually
they
Stamp
had.
Marvel,
And-
right? If I'm correct.
Marvel Comics
Yeah,
Groups.
that's a Marvel.
Look at that, 75 cents. That's incredible. 75
Get
cents.
a soda for 75 cents.
Yeah, and you know what? This comic was $3.50, and this was in the 90s, 1993 actually. And that was stamped when Empire Strikes Back came out, you said?
Yeah, when Empire Strikes Back that came out of
That's
1980.
1980.
Yeah, 1980. I mean, 40 years ago. That's me. I mean, wow. That's fantastic. Where did you get that one at, John?
That one, I actually have a friend who sells me comics, so he's a really good friend of mine. He has an extensive collection to the point where he can't even get into his basement.
That's
Many comic books. So.
that's incredible. That's incredible. John, give me his contact information. I'm gonna have some propositions for him. So,
Careful.
oh, I think his power went out.
No.
Brian, look, yeah, his lights went out. Look at that. Ah, all right. That's no problem.
Man.
No, that's hey. We saw some. Hold on. You know what? It's fine. That's okay. Let me. Yeah, we lost him. That's.
I'm asking him right now.
Yeah, man. I am so sorry you guys are going through that right now over in San Antonio,
Yeah.
dude. I am so sorry.
You know, honestly, I think we just probably want to wrap up right now.
Yeah. That's totally fine,
We're
man.
gonna have to yub nub.
Yeah, we'll get him up out of here. Yeah, man.
Sorry about my old bone. But that's just how it is right now.
Hey,
I
that's
gotta get some more ice on this sucker.
yeah, that's okay. You know, so here's what I'll do. I'll stay on for a little bit. I'll just kind of talk about what we're gonna go through. What we're gonna do for the next few weeks, few months.
Good.
We'll let you drop off. I'll talk to our thousands upon thousands of fan base right now, and you just focus on feeling better, and then we'll be back next Monday because we got all now I got all the time in the world, so I look forward to it. But Brian, hey, I hope you feel better. Stay safe out there.
Thank you.
Yeah, tell John. Please tell John. Thank you very much for coming on and showing the comics. Love having him. This guy has incredible swag.
He's got all kinds of cool stuff.
It's so good to have him on here, and it's great. And it's just great to have guests. It's great to see people have things outside of what you and I collect. I mean, I know you collect, dude. You collect. You are the quintessential collector. But it's great to see like-minded people hop on. So we'll let you go, Brian. Please tell the princess.
Oh, geez,
That's okay. Tell the princess I said hi, and we'll talk to you a little bit later, man.
All right, yub nub.
All right, yub nub, man. We'll yub nub a little bit later. Good night, Betty.
All right, good night.
So, unfortunately, my cousin has to drop off a little bit. He's not feeling very great, but that's okay. So we'll finish up a little bit here. Over the next few. Hold on here. One second. Okay, sorry, dropped off there for a second. So over the next few weeks, what Brian and I plan to do is kind of move a little bit into our normal Star Wars chats here. So there's a lot coming out for Disney Plus. There's a lot coming out for Star Wars in general. So we're really excited about that. We are hoping that during the E3 live stream that we'll be able to co-stream during that time. And if that happens, we'll be on during the entire time that E3 is going on. I don't know exactly the format of it right now, but it looks like that they're going to just kind of operate during the normal business day. And the various console creators and the developers will come out and they'll showcase some of their new games that are going to be coming out in the next year and a half or so. So we're hoping we apply it, and we'll see if that happens, and we can go through with that. So we hope you check us out. Definitely be active on our Facebook page. We value and we love all of the interaction. It's really fun. We have a great time seeing everybody's memes and reactions. It's great stuff. So I implore you to definitely go on there, share it, whatever. Anybody that comes on and asks to be part of the group, we'll definitely let them in. So I'm gonna yebn up out of here on behalf of the charismatic Carillion and myself. Thank you so much for joining. This has been great. Sorry for being off for as long as we did, but we look forward to bringing you some good quality content over the next few weeks, and have some more guests. Having John Alaman come on, show us some more of his swag when the weather is better in San Antonio. So good night, everybody, and we are going to yebn up out of here.